Recca's his third victim. He's now officially a serial killer. The gun wasn't loaded, but he broke in, took it, and waited for Whitman to get home. Why?
I don't know, love.
You just slept in?
My alarm clock's broke.
Broken. Your alarm clock's broken.
Broken.
Did it make you upset? What about Friday night, Friday after the bar?
We drove to the inlet.
Drove to the inlet. Approximately what time would you say that you drove to the inlet?
2:30.
Why would you go to the water at 2 or 2:30 in the morning?
The boats start coming in.
In the middle of the night, the boats start coming in.
Then they sell it on the docks to the restaurants and all that. Sid wanted to...
Shoot a cop's kid. The whole room, but I can't see my partner. If you're working as a team, you...
Club surveillance footage.
How many cops are there in LA?
City or county?
You actually know the answer.
I know both answers.
White and extremely dirty. Very old RV.
In 2004, charges were dropped.
Orbit's a 5-block radius with over 2,000 homes. Has played some part in the fantasy of her rage. She wants to punish him for something. He got you pregnant. Do you think he's capable of that? These files are recent unsolved murders, men who have been killed since you conceived. Now, if I'm right about your husband, I think that the father of your child is somewhere in here. Pretty much. Clear! Shelly's car is still here.
Bedroom's clear.
He's not in here.
Baby girl?
Right, we can be there in 20 minutes.
We think Kate was comfortable with these guys.
How? Last November.
So,
How's my main man doing?
on the completely safe assumption that you're not talking about me, let's just say I wouldn't want to be this unsub when Morgan finally gets his hands on him.
Not bad, huh?
Has he ever yelled at you before?
Touche.
If he or she has been in the water so long, they're mostly bone fragments. I can attempt to reconstruct.
3 hours.
I can do it in 2.
Make it 1.
It is a car.
They might be low-tech, but they're organized.
And profitable.
The rumor is that the...
We have to assume she's alive.
Okay, worst case scenario, the children were taken at 9 p.m. That gives them a... What's underlined 3 times?
What? It's what he said back at the house.
How far back can you go with your records, Garcia?
How far back we talking?
Murder investigation from 1968. I rode a bike when I was in college.
That's because you weren't old enough to drive, Einstein.
I could drive, it's just the government wouldn't issue me a license because I was 14. A lot of places for the unsub to hide out here.
Yeah, he could have easily grabbed her when she passed through here.
Our unsubs attempted to frame tell that when Angela got away, he probably panicked.
When he thought he...
All right, thank you, Garcia.
Yeah. Hey, how is my boy?
Fine?
Really?
No.
Requested. Vic's name is Lori Bergen, student at San Diego Tech. She was babysitting.
We profiled that he gets off on striking inside the victim's home. So
Dumping bodies.
You think he's working alone?
What do you think?
Unlikely. It's high risk to...
Months after having Jake in captivity, then he... After a confrontation like that, you want to go someplace familiar, someplace you feel...
Took the train 3 summers in a row during his parents' divorce.
Inline?
Surfrider. It makes stops in...
Like Bonnie and Clyde. They smashed one guy's vertebrae so bad, it looked like a derailed train.
Extreme brutality to this degree is what's known as an obliteration attack. The unsub wants to completely erase these victims from existence. Where's your husband? I don't know. In Kemper, he most likely can't confront his true target yet, so he's going after women who look like her until he can build up the confidence to complete his endgame. She feels deeply betrayed by one who let her down.
The fact...
Victim like a drug addict or a prostitute. Orthodontic work shows she was cared for, most likely from a middle-class family. Tan lines are fading, which means she's probably from a warm climate, or spent a lot of time outdoors, probably playing sports. Shin splints in the right leg further supports the theory that she's an athlete, which means when she escaped from her captor, she could have run for miles. Used to cut her with, but it definitely wasn't a knife. Samantha Cormack. Since her DNA profile was already developed, we were able to save a couple of days.
Throw a spot, larger...